Smart Series JaJa's Adventure Snap Judgment Review. Kinda. This one borders on what I would call a snap judgment review. I did play the game enough to get a firm grasp on what it holds, but I didn't play it for very long, and I will get into why a little bit later. This is the first time that UFO Interactive has tried to create one of these titles for the Wii. All their other titles in the series were for the DS. The graphics were very cartoony, and it's about the only thing I sorta liked in this game. The visuals were interesting to look at, and I could see kids liking all the colors. Now before I go on, I have to comment on what you must have noticed by now, and that's the constantly rotating world in the background. It's in almost every level that you play games in. And since some of the levels can last 5 minutes at a time, you can start to get a little bit dizzy looking at it. I am not kidding. There were times where I had to stop playing just so my head would stop spinning. Who on earth in the programming team ever thought that making such a distracting background would be a good idea? The levels themselves normally consist of thrusting your Wiimote into 4 different directions, or firing at the screen while trying not to throw up from the world's constantly moving background. Okay, maybe the last one wasn't planned, but more of a side effect of the insane level design. Other than the background that'll make you sick, the main problem with the levels is that they lasted too long to be enjoyable. It wouldn't be as bad if they only lasted 2 to 3 minutes. But 5 minutes or more, it got really boring really fast. Now the controls worked okay. There would be the occasional misread of my hand movements, but for the most part the motion controls worked fine. There were other games to play like keeping the power in the bar or this slider puzzle. The slider puzzle was easy enough to beat, as they show you what picture you're supposed to make on the bottom, and they even give you the order of which tile goes where by putting numbers on them. Now on each level there are extras to get, by doing moves or shooting at them when they show up. They will unlock parts of pictures if you really care. Now, even though the game was really hard to sit through, with its rotating world background design, I was determined to get through this game, hoping there was something good towards the end, until I screwed up too many times and it gave me a game over on World 2-2. Now, I have no problem with that, and I figured that I would just restart that level. I mean, this is a kid's game. It's not like they're going to make you replay the whole game over again. Oh wait, they do make you replay the whole game over again. You get one chance to beat the game, and if you mess up, you're screwed unless you saved. I learned this mistake the hard way. The game can be saved at the end of each stage, and you better save it. This game will show you no mercy if you don't. After I realized that I would need to go back 3 stages, since that was the last time I saved, and then I realized that I'd have to play these boring, overly long levels again, I officially said goodbye to this game. Now I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of comments saying, this is a kid's game, and there's a reason why it's made for kids, because adults wouldn't enjoy it. So hang on, let me grab a kid. Hey little Wiiviewer, come here for a sec.
I'm here.
Do you remember that game we played called JaJa's Adventure?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I really didn't like it. I thought it was boring, and it kind of gave me headaches.
Thanks, little Wiiviewer. Smart Series JaJa's Adventure. There were just too many problems with this title. The too long of levels, the boring level content, and worst of all, the rotating world that you're constantly having to try to ignore. There just isn't anything worth playing in this game, and I really did try to find something. So it's going to be no big surprise when I say you should skip this game.